Hello. I should have shown you some out the front windshield shots to open this video. If you guys saw last week's video, I said, hey, isn't it springtime? And while I was editing that video, it was like one day till spring. So yes, it is officially springtime. So I'm out on the following weekend. Yesterday, there was no snow. It was actually 2 days ago, I was driving around in a t-shirt with the windows rolled down, you know, driving. I actually sent out an Instagram saying I was out sighting in the 300 blackout. It was nice. Like, you know, when you have a t-shirt on and the windows down driving at, 40 miles an hour, it can't be cold because you're gonna get chilly quick. But I'm gonna roll down the window and I'm just gonna show you what it looks like outside. It's, I don't know, 6-8 inches overnight. It's still snowing now. It was snowing on my way up here. It's 22 degrees, so it's a little chilly. There was some bad wind on my way up here, which really concerned me because, in the 20s it's fine, but if it's windy, like gusty winds, man, it'll take you apart. Now I drove the same car up here because it took me about 3 hours to get up here today, because man, when I went through Williams in town, the snow plows weren't working, or they were working but weren't working, and anyone in town, doesn't know how to drive in the snow apparently. There's no tracks out here, 0 tracks. And if you could hear, I'll put the thing out the window again. Listen how quiet it is with the snow going, with the tires going over the snow. That'll tell you what type of snow it is. That means it's fresh. No crunch. No, I snowed a week ago and I went through 5 heat cycles. This just dropped last night and this morning. And that's cold with the window open. Oh, it's overcast, but it's bright. It's overcast but bright. So It's a great day to go snowvalanding. I'm going to coin a new term, snowvalanding. I've got the largest ponderosa pine forest in the world all to myself. How cool is that? And I actually brought a little something to cook. I just brought we got a pack of tri-tips from Walmart. And I just grabbed a couple pieces out of there. I like tri-tip like from the air fryer and like the burnt ends type of thing. I'm going to see how they do when I cook it up like a regular steak. I mean, it's snowing right now. It's totally overcast. I don't think it's going to get any better than this, so I might as well fire it up now. I actually parked out away from the trees because there's so much snow on those pine needles. It's going to come down. It might just knock me the heck out. Just lay me out in a snow angel form, like Grand Theft Auto or something for a while. So staying away from it because little gust comes up. This stuff, boom, it hits the ground pretty good. I think it'd be fun to cook a steak in the snow. Now, if I had my Land Cruiser out here, I would put the awning out. But sometimes you just got to go with it, right? I think my camera might freeze. The little gimbal's like, I don't know what to do. I'm heating up some water. Make some coffee just because it's cold. I left like at 5 this morning. It's only, I don't know, maybe 9:30 now. I think I left a little after 5. It was still dark when I left. But I was kind of up all night. I figured I might as well just load up and go. So I did. Figured since I got the stove out, might as well use that instead of whipping out the Jetboil. But from the last video I added a spoon and some instant coffee to the Jetboil bag in both this truck and my Land Cruiser. So the Land Cruiser already had a spoon, kind of a short spoon, but a spoon nonetheless in the bag. And I had coffee in the big bag itself. Like it was I didn't have it jammed in with the Jetboil. So that thing was pretty much set up. Now this is too. So, and it's not like this bag here, like if I took the Jeep out or I don't know, something else, I would just take this is kind of the floating bag, where the 80, I kind of just want to keep it set up. I don't want to take anything out of it to move to another car. Everything that's in here, with the exception of the table, the recovery gear bag, the kind of survival bag, and these 2 kitchen bags could go to any vehicle. This is taking a while. It's hard. This is kind of like a survivalist cowboy meal here, because just fast cooking, nothing but the steak, snow, falling snow, wind. Nothing fancy about this one, except some hopefully, delicious meat out here. I mean, if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. Test piece number 1. Mmm. Mmm. My glasses are fogging up. Nice cheap cut of meat, tri-tip. Salt and pepper. Dude, I can't see anything. Ooh. Mmm. It's a little more chewy, than my other stuff. Usually you'd cook this a little longer, I think, right? Like in the air fryer. But I tell you, salt and pepper and meat out here, this actually, it's the craziest thing. It's like April. I think it's March 26th today. And this might be the best snow we've had all year. It's not too deep, right? There was a place back there though that, I don't know if I had the dash cam going, it pitched the back end out and it was trying to put me off into on the clay roads that go through here. They have big kind of, drainage areas alongside. And from the bottom of that drainage to the crown of the track, probably 3-4 feet, it was trying to put me in the ditch. Like, what's up with that, man? What'd I do? So some areas, that was about 2 feet deep through there. And other areas about 6 inches. On the road, surprisingly, coming in here, the paved road, coming up from Williams, man, it was, I'll show you, because the passenger side of the car was in fresh snow. The driver's side I was keeping in someone's track that came out. And man, it packed it in there in these wheel wells. Packed it in just with enough room for the tire to rotate. Pretty crazy. Look at that view. How good this little camera is going to pick it up, but the sky is looming and threatening. This is a meadow here between me and those trees over there. Usually cattle out there. There's a stream that runs right at the base of those trees. It's a pretty nice area. In the summertime, this is a very busy spot for campers. It's just beautiful. It's in a big bowl. You can see the mountains going from here up and around. They go all the way around me in a big bowl. And I've gotten footage where I was up on top there and I ride that rim all the way around. It's a very, very fun trail. It's really fun in the winter, except unless I have my GPS with me, you can easily lose the trail and end up driving off a cliff or something. Because even coming in here on this road here, if it wasn't for some signs and stuff that they put up for the summertime people, you can easily lose these roads. Just too much snow coverage at one time. I'll walk back here behind. So normally I get up behind these trees to do kind of day, if I do a day trip cookout or something. This is a good area here. Like I said, because it's such a nice view the other way. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Still pretty dry. Pretty dry snow. Look at those trees though. You can see how much stuff is on them. I kept hearing it fall back here and I thought it was Bigfoot taking a dump or something back here. I don't know, man. I would pull on this branch just to see what happens, but it might be a really dumb idea. Let's do it anyway. Yeah. Maybe that one over there. There's a lot right there. And then way up taller too. Pretty cool, right? It's such complete coverage, you know, being that there was no snow here, and in one night and a day, even in between all the trees, it's got complete coverage. See, these trees stop so much of the snow from actually getting to the ground. You know, I got my I brought my thicker gloves today. These are super warm, and they're Wells Lamont, which are like traditionally work gloves. These are really good gloves for, like, you know, if you're going to do wood or firewood or something. But my friend told me, and I can't remember what he said. It was just last night that I read on Discord. He said, I think he said like Fozzie Bear or Fuzzy Bear or something with this thing on. I probably totally butchered that, but I'm like, I do look like a bear or something with this thing. But I tell you what, with the beanie and the double hood, my head's actually hot. Like, probably see steam come off of it. Whew. I don't know if it's steaming. Oh, that's not good. Drop it right into the snow. So, yeah, walking around with this like this, my head got a little warm. So I think what I'll do is I'll take the beanie off. This beanie, I like these kind. I got a big cranium, and most of the beanies are really tight. And then this one, I don't know if it's because I've had it a few years, but it's more like one of those ones that your grandma would knit for you. You know, it kind of just goes on. But I tell you, there's something to that. Not squeezing your head, not like rubbing your hair against your head. It's still, I say snowing, but I tell you, we do get the big snowflakes here. Has to be, you know, the right conditions. But at my house, I had them falling on my jacket, like silver dollar type snowflakes, big ones. But this is like snow they used to get in Utah. I called it corn snow because it's like round. It's not sleet, it's not ice, it is snow, but it's round. And I remember way back in the day when I used to like skiing and snowboarding, we would go I think Bigfoot's over there taking a deuce. Anyway, we would go to in California, Big Bear, Snow Summit, Mountain High if we were lazy. Go to Utah. I like Snowbird. The only reason I went there is because a friend's family took me there. I couldn't afford to go there. But my favorite trip was to Colorado. We went and stayed. It was like 8 or 10 of us, and we rented a condo right on the slopes where you could ski right into your front door. Oh, Mammoth too, by the way, which was my favorite. Mammoth in California, up in the high Sierras. Place is awesome, man. Last year they got like 64 feet of snow or something. Look it up. Look up Mammoth Mountain 2022 to 2023 season. My head isn't cold. It's just getting snowed on. Anyway, but in Colorado we went to Breckenridge, and at Breckenridge there was four ski resorts that are kind of tied together. I don't remember. Breckenridge, Copper Mountain, Keystone, an A basin. So there was 4, Arapano, it was called an A basin. There was 4. Now 2 of them were right next to each other. The other 1 or 2, you took like a little bus to get there, but you could get like 1 pass and ski all of them. And we did. We were there for a week. It was probably the best ski trip I've ever had. And the only reason we could afford it is because 10 of us went and split it evenly across 10 people. I had to switch cameras. That one's not, I don't know how its waterproof capabilities, but it's coming down pretty good. I need to get my glasses back on. My nose is cold. I want to go do some driving. How far do I tempt fate though? How far do I actually go in? I know there's no one here. It's pretty deep. This is where I stopped. And it's been snowing for the past 2 hours since I've been here. This is awesome. How weird, man. I know I talked about it in the last video, but this has been, I've lived in Arizona 6 or 7 years now. This is the weirdest winter yet. When it should have snowed, it didn't. When it shouldn't snow, it did. And here, right at the beginning of April, we got this. How crazy is that? All right, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna drive a little bit, I think. Do some donuts. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you what the passenger side of the car looks like from coming in here on the paved road. Look at this. You see that? Just where the tire goes. Is that crazy or what? It's packed up in there, same way in the front. Actually, not so much in the front because the heat of the engine helps. But back here, you could see it was only, and then where I would like, the suspension would travel, it would cut up into it. It's like a perfect packing of snow. Well, where I've been standing is now ice. It's coming down pretty good. That cloud is, I'm at 7,400 feet here. And I'm out of shape. That's my excuse. I'm always at high elevation, that's why I can't breathe very good. Well, now I did it. It's a snowstorm. I broke through the snow and there is nothing but super wet clay underneath. And I was trying to it's backing uphill and then tried to go forward. This side isn't bad. But this car only has no lockers and nanny systems that basically just spinning the wheels on that side. I do have a tree out front. I could winch to that. I could winch to, there's two different trees I could winch to. This is when I'd love to have a winch to go backward like to that tree, because I want to back up this so I can drive back out where my tire tracks are. Could lower my tire pressures. They're still at street pressure. That's, you know, very typical for me. That's some nasty looking clay underneath there. Of course, my place where you hold your traction boards and your shovel, I do have a little shovel in there. But this is it's pretty flat area. I mean, it's not flat, it goes uphill back this way, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I need to dig myself out with a shovel. Lower tire pressures would probably get me out, winch clear of this spot, and then use momentum, you know, just because I was trying to back up easy. You don't want to like gun it in reverse. That's your weakest gear. So I was kind of backing up, and then it dug down, and then I went forward and it dug more. Then it started snowing more. Hey, what fun would it be? What fun would it be if in a storm like this, if you didn't get stuck? The snow is hitting my frame, but it's not bad snow, right? So if I can just get traction. Thing is, if I lower my tire pressures, I'm gonna have to stop somewhere, pump them back up. I'm so lazy. Figure out what I'm gonna do here. If I winch forward, there is a lump right here. It's going uphill and then down to the tree. The power of the little shovel. Okay, I'm tired. Well, apparently there's a sneaky bit of ice under the snow, about 2 inches thick, and this is what I'm on. So I dug a little bit. I just want to see before I do too much more if I can get out. Hi. This snow really deep, and like I said, there's a layer, a 2-inch thick layer of ice that you can dig yourself into, and at the middle then you bring the clay up. So I went forward, it stopped, then I went in reverse. Now I'm going to try and turn from there, turn down, follow my tracks out. But it was only about 12 to 14 inches deep there. Where I was parked, it was about 6 in the back and about 8 in the front. But it went right down through that, sitting here for a while. The front hit the ice, the back broke through the ice, which is this, and hit the clay. Nothing a little skinny pedal won't fix. I'm like, I'm gonna go driving. This is where I parked, right here. I pulled right into there. This is where I cooked, right here. So I made it 10 feet in about 40 minutes. I didn't let my tires down either.
Look, let your tires down, don't be lazy. Every YouTuber tells you the first thing, as soon as they hit dirt, they stop. Shh. It's the best way to do it. I'm not kidding, it is. But what I don't like, I mean, I like lowering tire pressures in this to get out when you get stuck. I don't like driving 100 miles, 150 kilometers on a gravel road with my tires down. Either these people got a lot of money to replace tires. Yeah, it's a softer ride, but you're riding with your sidewalls ballooned, and it's will wear them out a lot faster. So get better suspension. Look, I run, I've said this before, I run E-rated tires on these vehicles. They're all about the same weight. They're not super heavy. I don't pack them full of stuff. E-rated tires, I can run 30 PSI all the time. Usually it's like 35 to 42 is what they recommend, but 30 with the weight of the car on these is perfect. And it's pretty good off-road. It doesn't feel like, you know, like that. But I've gotten stuck out here before where I had to lower them down, and I took them down to, I think, 15 or 18, and the thing just crawled out. I didn't even have to dig. This shovel's always in there. It's in that box with the tire in the back. It sits in there. But on the roof is a full-size, supposed to be a full-size shovel, and 4 actual MaxTrax. Clean some of the mud off. I gotta floor it hard so I can clean the mud off, you know. There ain't no car washes in the, I was gonna say wintertime, in the springtime. I'm gonna try and drive out of here now. You can see I'm right where I was. I'm in for Lou. Get rolling. It's slick. I don't know if the temp's gone up. It's 30 now. And the snow that's coming down, it's wet on my windshield. It was those little corn snow, and then it went wet right away. So there's clay, 2 inches of ice, 6 to 18 inches of powder, and now on top of it, it's kind of wet. So this should be interesting. Should be interesting. This is where, right up here is where it tried to pitch me off in the ditch. Now you can hear the layers, right? Back there you could hear the water and the ice, and then it went back to that soft powdery sound, and then under that you could hear the ice. This is awesome. I'm going up a hill. You're like, yeah, you're going up a hill. This hill is, it's really, the road has a really proud crown on it. And it slides off the side here, and it could definitely pitch you off pretty easy. You can hear that slush now. I'm going back through my own tracks from about 2.5 hours ago. There's a pretty nice drop to the right here as you pitch around that corner. So I'm going back through my own tracks, and yeah, it's icy, slushy, messy down there. So underneath this, it rained like a day, and then it did its snow. So it probably created an ice layer and then snowed on top of that. And seeing that I pushed down through that, now I'm going back through it. I can make my own tracks getting back out if I want. Let's try that. That is awesome. Woo! Man, the back end, I was sliding the whole time, coming up there. That is awesome. This is why I love snow, man. You could be on a regular clay forest road. You put about 8 to 12 inches of snow on that bad boy and it's on. Woo! I'm heading out. I think it's going to take me a long time to get home. I'm actually having to go the long way because of the snow and the possibility of mud when I get to a lower elevation if I go the other way, but it's coming down. And a plow did come through here since I've been on it, but he only plowed the very center of the road. But luckily, no one's dumb enough to be out here besides me. I didn't see anything like on the forecast, but this has been going, it's been snowing. I mean, it's had all this snow from last night, but it's been snowing now for about 5 hours. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it easy, get out of here. I'll probably show you some more of the dash cam when I get down into town, if it looks like down there the snow plows, they push, but the snow it piles up like in the middle or on the edges. It's like 4 feet tall sometimes, and I'll see what the highway looks like when I get there. But it's really foggy, and I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to, actually only going 25 miles an hour right now for high, but I can be, this is, you know, it's full-time four-wheel drive, so if I unlock the center diff, it's still going to react, and it also have vehicle stability control will be then on. Right now it's off and locked in 4 high. So we got a lot of options when it comes to this car here. Big pieces of icy snow falling off and making clunking sounds, but man, super fun. I wish I would have known it was going to be this good. I would have gotten some other people to come up here with me. But being solo going in, the snow is, you know, really? Oh my God. Okay, I just saw my first car. It was a stinking Hummer H2. And they had both their driver's tires on my side of the center line. Never slowed down. They weren't going that fast. Never slowed down. It waves at me like, dude, if you're afraid to go off the edge a little bit in the snow, then slow down and I'll go into the snow because I'm not scared.
I saw them turn back there. They live in the cabin. So there's cabins through this area here. But that's what it looks like. Other than that, I'm gonna call it here for me. I may throw in some more, like I said, dash cam footage going out of here, but man, this was super fun. I got to eat some steak, got to do some light snow wheeling, and then some hard pedal snow wheeling. I got stuck a little bit, got out. It was really fun. Now I got about, like I said, it took me 3 hours to get up here. Might take 3.5, 4 to get back, depending on how the highway is. All right, everyone, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.